he's taken down at the 9.
Take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. On second down, it's Mitchell. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They run the counter. Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sean Robinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. 49ers 30.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
From the 31, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing. Matt Gay taking off for Los Angeles.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On 1st down, Stafford here. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams 14, 49ers nothing. Matt Gay taking off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Lance now on first down. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing is Lance on third down. Forced out to, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Thomas. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Flush to his right, and able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
61 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll run this with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Here's Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
14 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did and found his tight end for a 1st down.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Lance to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Switch. Double right.
Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Lance now on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Stafford going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 78 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the Rams come up with a late. This ball game is now officially over. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one.